what should the progressives propose in contemporary societies? In particular, what should be the institutional content of their project? Their proposal for the reconstruction of the institutions, of the state, of the economy, and of civil society. That is the subject matter of this course. Who are the progressives? By a first approximation, the progressives are the people who want more equality in contemporary societies. At a minimum, equality of opportunity, extended and tested by some form of equality of outcome or of result. At the same time, however, the progressives are also the people who desire a bigger life for ordinary men and women. One question that arises in the interpretation of the historical project and of the future task of the progressives and of the left is the relation between these two goals. The goal of greater equality and the goal of a larger life. The progressives are also the people who, in pursuit of these goals, of more equality or of a bigger life for ordinary humanity, resist the established order in society and propose to change it. Their proposal to change it can be placed on a spectrum that goes from minimalism to maximalism. At a minimum, they want to redress the extremes of inequality by compensatory and retrospective redistribution through the means of tax and transfer. And at the opposite pole of ambition in this spectrum of reconstructive effort, they want to reorganize the established institutional arrangements of society. Now, we shall see as we persist in this project that on the whole, the single-minded focus on equality as the overriding goal has come to be associated in contemporary thought and in contemporary politics with an acceptance of the established institutional arrangements of society. And the prerogative given to the goal of achieving a larger life for ordinary men and women is more readily associated with a disposition to confront the established institutional arrangements. That is the forefront theme of the course, the foreground subject. What the progressives should propose. The ulterior subject, the background theme, is how we should think about transformation in history. We now suffer throughout the world from a programmatic aphasia. We do not know how to think or to argue programmatically. There is no reliable body of ideas available to us about structural transformation and discontinuity in history. The effort to propose an alternative, and in particular institutional alternatives for contemporary societies, puts pressure on our established ways of thinking. It puts pressure on our established ways of thinking in the social sciences and in policy discourse, because it compels us to affirm the vital link between the imagination of the possible and insight into the actual. This link is largely severed in our present ways of understanding society and history. Therefore, one of the reasons to pursue such a programmatic task in a university setting is that the effort to imagine alternatives forces us to confront the limitations of our insight into society and history. There you have, in summary form, the intellectual program of this course, with its foreground and its background themes. I propose to carry out this program in 3 steps that are outlined in the syllabus. In the first part of the course, we address the situation, the task, and the method. In the second part, we turn to 3 large themes, 3 focal points of the programmatic imagination. The reorganization of the market economy, the reorganization of democratic politics, and the reorganization of education. In the third moment of the course, we continue the intellectual program in 3 contexts: the United States, Europe, and the major developing societies. Now a word about the organization and the requirements of the course. The syllabus describes the readings for the course. The course is not about the readings. The readings are not the subject matter of the course. there is no one-to-one relation between the sequence of topics and of ideas in the course and the reading assignments. The course will be an attempt forcefully to develop an argument. The readings are nevertheless important for two reasons. The first is that they supply intellectual equipment with which to engage the argument of the course. And the second is that they provide a common background for people who have very different backgrounds, and therefore support the discussion that I hope to be a major part of the course. The undergraduates enrolled in the course will write two brief papers, thought papers, occasions for reflection about the ideas that are being discussed here. And then at the end, an extended take-home examination in lieu of a traditional final examination. So the extended take-home examination will be assigned several weeks before the end of the term and due on the date mentioned in the syllabus. And this extended take-home examination will be designed in a way to provide an opportunity to respond to central themes in the argument of the course and to develop your own programmatic voice. The graduate students in the course, from the law school, from the Kennedy School, or from any other graduate school, will not be required to write the two brief papers, but only the final extended take-home examination. The undergraduates will be required to attend a weekly discussion meeting, a section meeting. The graduate students, law students, Kennedy School students, or students from any other graduate school, not required, but they may opt to attend these discussion sections. And in the past, in other courses, in similar situations, many graduate students have opted to attend the discussion meetings. I emphasize that neither the brief papers nor the final take-home examination are conceived as research papers. What they require will be an active response to the argument of the course. The teaching assistant who will organize the section or sections for the undergraduates here is Danielle Vargas. Would you stand up, Danielle? And as soon as we know who is really enrolled in the course, we'll be able to organize the sections. So that's an initial description of the intellectual program and the organization of the course. Now questions, general questions about the course. The requirements, the organization, yes.
For cross-registration from Kennedy, how many credits is it worth? Do you know?
It's a regular half course, as it's called in FAS, so whatever it is, yeah. Yes.